Hi folks, how are you today? I hope you are well. It's a fantastic day here in Hamburg, and today I want to share with you a very powerful concept that might help you in your life or in your business. And I just want to tell you about this concept in form of the story, or kind of an example, and then you can maybe relate to it better. I was reading maybe a couple of months ago a book. Uh, I don't remember who wrote the book, but it was about Donald Trump. And Donald Trump was sharing one of his stories. He was flying, he was on a business trip flying somewhere, first class, and next to him was sitting a friend, his old friend, the businessman as well. And Donald Trump haven't been or hasn't seen him for a long time, and he just he talked to him for a while. He asked him how the life goes, and this guy was telling him like, oh, business is bad, I'm not doing well at the moment, so I'm kind of struggling financially and business wise. And actually he even told him, I can't even afford to sit here next to you in this first class on this plane. And Donald Trump was like, okay, so why are you sitting here if you can't afford it? And he said like, if I would sit in a economy class, it wouldn't be the same, and it would mean that I don't believe in myself, and I don't believe that I can turn it around. And if you think about it, it's a really powerful idea, right? We do things like that in our lives, that it's kind of, we think we don't deserve something just because we don't have the money, and then we kind of decide for something else, something that we don't really want, we don't really like, just because we think we don't have the money. And with that comes also the belief that we will never actually reach our goal. We will never reach or get whatever we want just because we don't have the money. And if you go for the less appealing goal or the outcome, that it might really happen actually that you will never reach it, because with deciding for going for something, with the decision for going for something you don't like, you also lose your belief. So very powerful concept. I can give you a story from my life. I uh, also had this kind of similar experience when I didn't have any money, or not so much money actually, and I had to rent one of my rooms in my flat. You see, I was living alone. I had a 2-bedroom flat, and one of the bedrooms I decided to rent just to raise some money, because I was late with my rent, and with some other bills, and I didn't know what to do. So I decided to rent one of the rooms. And as I was cleaning this room, I was taking all my stuff to my bedroom when I was staying. I was really sad. I was sad, and just the day before I was so enthusiastic about my business, and I had a lot of goals and a lot of plans and big plans. And then all of a sudden I kind of didn't know why I had this unbelievable feeling of sadness and kind of loss of motivation. And then I decided, okay, I have to find out what's going on. I mean, I'm just raising some money, and of course I'm not going to live alone now, so I'm not going to have this. It wasn't a huge space, but more space for myself, like having a extra room for work and for maybe shooting videos, whatever. And then I was like meditating, and then it just struck me. It's just that's what was happening. Actually, I was so miserable and so sad, because I actually, all of a sudden I started to believe that I'm not going to make it. All the plans I had, all the goals for the day and for the next day, for the week, I was thinking like, it's not going to work, because I was just giving up something that was kind of really important to me, and I didn't really see it as important in reality. That was actually expressing, or that was expression of my goals as well. because I really believe that I could actually raise money other ways to pay for my rent. Like I you know um, I was involved in the business of um, selling mobile sites, websites, and I knew I was going to find a customer, and I knew I was going to raise this money, but all of a sudden I had these feelings I'm not going to be able to do it, just because I was kind of going one step back. It was like a setback for me, and I was thinking, why is it happening to me? All these feelings. And no, that might be a good lesson, for you, and it was a lesson for me. Just stick to your goals. Never give up. Whatever happens in your life, just never give up. And because I promised already this guy to rent this room, I decided to go with, and rent this room. But I knew what's going on. All of a sudden, I knew what happened with me, and how this little thing changed my belief in myself. And if you think about this, it's really, really powerful. And if you find it useful, just use it, think about it, and see what happens. And I really believe that might be the key sometimes to being successful, and to be motivated, to keep this motivation going on, or some kind of momentum in your business, or whatever you are up to. Check out my blog, the link is below, Empower Network blog. I am involved with Empower Network. I love Empower Network. It's a great company, great community, and people who teach you, how to be successful. And making this video is the result of me being involved with Empower Network as well. I love you, I appreciate you. Ciao, ciao.